Hi, Nancy Burt-Preece here, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Today I'm going to share with you a card that I cased from Lee Ann Greff, Greff. I think it's Flower Bug Stamping, but she is really great. And this is pretty much a case, except for I did change up some of the colors in a little bit. So let me show you how to make this card. I'm using thick basic white, and it is 7, so it's a little bit shorter than you think it should be, by 5.5, scored at 1 3/8 and 5 5/8. So I'm going to go ahead and fold those up, bone fold it up, bone fold it again. I might bone fold again because this just helps. Okay, now I have a piece of cardstock, which is 2 3/4 by 5.5. I have a strip of the In Color DSP, which is 1 1/4 by 5.5. This is crisp cantaloupe, by the way. Here's another piece of crisp cantaloupe, which is 2 3/4 by 3.5. I have a piece of basic white that I embossed with the fern embossing folder. And that one is, let me see if I can find that, 2.5 by 3 1/4. Let me make sure. Yep, that's right. So I've already adhered this. I'm going to kind of layer it in the middle. I'm not adhering anything yet. I didn't really show you. This is a fun fold because this little flap will keep it closed. So we're only going to adhere it. When you see it, we're only going to adhere it part of the way. So let me show you. And you can open it either side. Depends, like if for some reason you did it the other side, that's totally fine. Okay, so now I'm going to put this and see if that looks pretty. Oh, that doesn't look straight, does it? Better, but it's still not exactly. Let's see if that's a little bit better. Closer. It's closer. And I might have put my stripe on a little bit crooked, which is true. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive. If you notice, the adhesive goes just on that little bit of the flap. So I'm just going to put, and I'm going to use some green glue. You can use whatever adhesive you want. And I'm just going to make a little strip right there. And go ahead and make sure that's lined up as best I can. If I have to trim it a little bit on the bottom, I can do that. And hold that down. Okay. Next thing I might do is in a minute, I'm probably going to trim that up just a little bit, but right now I'm going to keep going. So we have this. If you want it to open this way, either one is fine. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere this to this, and I can just use whatever adhesive I want for this. It's already been embossed with that wonderful fern embossing folder, which of course butterflies would want to go. I don't know, do they go to ferns? But they'll want to go to some sort of plant. That we know for sure. Now the next thing I did is, if you notice, I just put a little bit of adhesive on this side. I left this part of the flap open. And then what I did is I layered it in the middle. See how I got it? It's not perfect, but it's close. So I'm going to put just a little bit of adhesive on this right-hand side. I'm going to close the card. Oops, sorry. That's how I did it, right? Yep, I'm just checking, because even I forget sometimes. Make sure you don't go too far, but if it goes a little bit in, that's okay. I'm going to line that up in the middle. Go ahead and push that down. Now, this little flap will catch and hold your card closed. I love when that happens. You know I love that. It just makes me smile. Now, if I want to, if I'm like, oh man, I don't like that, I can turn it over and just do a little trim. You can even open it up if that would make your life easier. Go like that. Nah, I think I'd go this way. There, that seems to do the trick. Okay, now I have to make my little butterflies. So I have a scrap. It is about 3 inches wide. Once again, I'm using my crisp cantaloupe. And I lined this up to make sure it's pretty close with the punch before I actually adhered it or put it on my glass or my, golly gee, I can't say it, on my clear block. Now, if I don't like that, I can come back. Sometimes I say, kind of tap it a few times. Sometimes you get excesses of ink. I like that stamp better. It's totally a personal preference. I'm going to come through. My punch is going to be upside down so I can line up my butterflies. Let's see if I can do it on camera. Pretty good. Okay, got my 3 butterflies. Next thing I'm going to do is have a strip with the thinking of you today. And I can actually do it here because I already got one. You can see I used this strip already. And I didn't stamp it completely. That's the beautiful thing about these strips. You can just go a little bit farther down and stamp again. I don't like that one either. So I'm going to turn it over and try her again. 3rd time's a charm. You just never know. And I like to show you that I make mistakes too. And how do you change them? You just try it again, turn it over. I will also say when you're cutting, cut the angle the same way. You think you should do it the opposite. It doesn't look right. Trust me, I tried that. The next thing I'm going to do is I thought it was cute. She just had a couple. These should be very light. I'm actually going to try these a couple times because I haven't really. Now, if you're getting a yucky image with these, sometimes I just kind of rough them up a little bit. Once you use it a little bit, it gets better. It's like sometimes when they come right from the factory, they have like yuck stuff on them. Say that one, 3 times. Whatever, factory stuff. And there we go. Very cute, very simple. Lee Ann Greff. I really like her. As you know, there's a lot of people I really like to follow. This is just such an easy, fun fold. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pop up. I'm going to use mini pop-ups for my butterflies. So I can put a couple of them on there. And you can use your take your pick tool. I'm just using my fingernails for this. Oops, let me go again. Here we go. Close it up. You can put these on any way you want. It doesn't have to be the way I do it. Let me try this one. We'll put that one like here. You can have them going off. There is no rhyme or reason. They're butterflies. They're all over the place. I like this thinking of you today because it could be thinking of you today, happy birthday. It could be thinking of you today, I hope you're feeling better. It can be thinking of you for anything, which is really kind of nice. I'm going to adhere this all the way down. Put that like that. I'm going to use some of these sunset. I just think these gems are fun. They're a little bit different orange. I think it's more of a timid tiger, but I like that it gives a little different emphasis on the orange color. So it's just a little bit different color. And I'm going to have to clean this after this video. You can see it's kind of a mess. Now, this is not staying shut as much as I'd like it to. So what am I going to do? I'm going to close it. I'm going to come back through and really bone fold. I find if I don't get it really closely bone folded, it doesn't always close. So I hope you like this easy, fun fold cased from Lee Ann Greff. Have a great day.